It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Round 80, 190.
Check 56. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we got?
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. He's checking. Crash. You go take. You got take.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's got room. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here. Rivers going deep here for Bryant. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check the backer. Watch safety creep.
White.
Safety's creeping. Sponge.
Topper.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. He gets it left side to Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Ready! Set 180!
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant! Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Show it up! Show it up!
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Rush in! Rush in! Rush in! He's coming! Double up! Double up! He's coming! Double up!
White, 89!
Now Johnson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kerryon Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Like 20!
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Hey, we got 3 out. Switch. Check 99. Check 99.
3rd and long. It's gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch the edge.
Orange ball 4.
Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Set. 190.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. On the ball.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Mike Pennell able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it's gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hey, ready.
3rd and short yardage. Rivers escaping the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Watch twins.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
0. Hey, Alpha.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 390. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, easy.
54. Mike's 54.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Check 380. Block 15.
Here we go.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got you, son.
10th carry for Johnson. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Set. 390.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, defense.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Of 28 yards.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
We got this.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Shell.
Check it out, Reed. Begin.
12.
Mike, 55.
Here's Gone. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Kill. Check.
Again, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Come on! 180! DC!
Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Jim. Check 13. Check 13. Merlin.
Now a first down throw. Gone. His throw caught at about the 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Like 20.
You're not ready.
2 for 1.
Out of the gun. Gone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A toss, left side, Johnson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Play action now. Rivers going deep here for Bryant. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Cluster. Watch 36.
From the gun, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Slam. Go. 55 Mike, guys, 55. Your track. Mike 55. Oh, here we go. Oh. Super.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready, block 15.
54 Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Hey, Delta.
Shit.
61, matchbox lights.
Check three.
Run 80.
Play fake. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Check curls.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. 23 yards for the touchdown. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the give. Now gone. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Blue down, blue down. Patch it, patch it.
Check, 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 check.
Here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 52. Slam, slam, slam.
Throwing again is gone. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Mike Pennell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Hey, Brown 80!
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go.
Done!
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Going deep here for Parker. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
You remember me? You remember me?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Block the team! 54 Mike. Bandit! Bandit!
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Kill. Turn up.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Hey, 180, 380.
Mike 54.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Again, it's Johnson. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
You ain't got nothing.
On 3rd down, Johnson, space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they take a knee.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Double dog, that's the way.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Rivers on the keeper. The play lost a yard. It's now third and goal.